Tomat. Ada apa dengan tomat? Males suwen mas anjir main PUBG. Males ngelut aku. Males ngelut. PUBG itu malam. Main PUBG itu malam. Tolong kalah cok.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary. Big chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No, he's seen through all of that. And it's Camavinga. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but He's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that...
Can he finish? And he has his goal. And there is your opener. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter.
And a chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Pedri. Now it's Yamal. He's in a good position here. Decent chance! And yes, it's there! They are purring, truly purring. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, well played. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's found a way through. Pedri. And here's Dani Olmo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's made its way to him. What a save! Terrific reactions! Eric Garcia. And it's Lopez. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Looking here to chip it through. And the shot! Off the post! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Camavinga at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Camavinga. And here's Camavinga. This looks promising. Fermin. Well, they can break here. That has been slung wide. And he's picked it up out wide. And they've been given a corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Fermin. Kubasi. Rashford. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. And it's Camavinga. Kubasi. Rashford. Eric Garcia. Dani Olmo. And he was quick to react. And they can counter here. Edingson. Now, can they get it back? Valeni. Yamal tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eric Garcia. And it's Lopez. That's the end of the first 45. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Madrid marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. The second period is underway. That is very well defended. Rodri, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valeni could move up a gear here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedri has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season.
Oh, Selamat.
Araujo, challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rashford is onto this. Cross into the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played out towards the right wing. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Valeni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's Camavinga. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Eric Garcia. Rashford. That is ended up in no man's land. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Pedri. And it's Lopez. Good play for Rashford. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo. Now the ball in. And he's there to get it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Struma. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rodri gives it back. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Dani Olmo. Oh, good spread. Now it's Yamal. Out for a throw.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 23, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 24.
And here's
Serán
Yamal.
sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el
Castolo.
dorsal 4, el dorsal 19.
Strong running down that
Cambio de
left flank.
jugadores.
That's a good run down the left. Castolo. Now, can they get him away? He slings it in. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Takes a shot! And that's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you have to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Eric Garcia. And it's Rashford. And Rafinha. Mignanda. So what can they make of this? Looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? And he's managed to get free. Good ball, good take. Great chance! And that's a tiny finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
El dorsal 11.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Rashford. And that is as far as it goes. Madrid have done their thing. They were driven by a desire to maximise every game, and they have won this one. Mbappe on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the...
Madrid going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
So things are underway. Another Camavinga! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6 foot...
Tries one from range! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Looking for the run. Oh, look at the space here. This looks promising. And that was very necessary. Backward it goes. Now this could be Yamal! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So we're still where we started right now. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mbappe. Can he get it through? He's free, he has got space. And it's Camavinga! It's hit the upright. He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
This their second corner of the game. Gets his head on it! In he goes again! Goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He such as the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mbappe. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well timed, excellent interception. And they're quick to get it back. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, shooting chance! Satriano. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold charging forward, the ball at his feet. 30 minutes gone. Satriano. And they can counter here. Played out towards the right wing. Getafe ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Castolo. Edingson. And he's picked it up out wide. Camavinga finding himself in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rodri. Look at the space here. Tries a measured ball. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And they win it back again. Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That's offside. Yes, it is. And he was quick to react. And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Madrid looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Castolo. Yamal. Might be... He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
No way through there. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. The cutback. Oh, great leap! No, not the best of headers.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yamal. Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Madrid are 2 up early in the second half. Rodri. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Rodri does really well there, he is strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's enjoyed that, he evidently loves the contest. And here's Yamal. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. Tries a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And he's managed to get rid. Tries a deft little ball. That has been knocked clear. Juanmi gets a good foot in there. Oh, it's come loose. Can he stop it going out? Oh, played through for the wide man. Defending of the desperate variety. Real chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Quick look, then plays it in. That has been knocked clear. There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Keeper's dealt with that. Madrid are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Madrid have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well read, nice interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Edingson. Madrid are closing in on a comfortable win. Now that's a lovely exchange. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. A whisker away from making it 4. Corner number 4 coming up here. Tries to get it clear. Has to go back here. He's dealt with that really well. Chance for a shot! 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Mbappe. Diego Rico. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now that's well seen too.
3 minutos de descuento.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? That has not gone well. Satriano. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Madrid have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Madrid really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Alexander-Arnold making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before.
That is Stuta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hakimi. More and more pressure on the ball here. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Raul.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Defending of the desperate variety. Indonesia with the corner, there first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. No goals as yet. Out towards the flank. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Swung over. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Can he get onto this? McAllister. And it's McAllister. McAllister. There he goes, motoring forward.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Mbappe. And he can thump it away. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here. De Ligt clears without hesitation. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! And again! And he's done it! Batistuta duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Hakimi. And he's straight offside. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Alexander-Arnold.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Indonesia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He has found the way through. And the shot! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
De Bruyne! And another try! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Yamal. He's had it taken off him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Alexander-Arnold. Now Mbappe. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish! And they're back in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rijkaard. Neymar. And this is Batistuta. And he's quick to get rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Xavi Alonso. And Guardiol. Alexander-Arnold being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, it's Raul. Now he's got space here. Rijkaard gets it clear. And it's Bellingham.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Estevao. And they can counter here. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, it's hit the post! Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. So what can they make of this? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Batistuta. And it's Xabi Alonso. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movement. Oh, good fly! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Indonesia go up by 2 and are looking good.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
McAllister is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Alexander-Arnold. 75 minutes played. In with the challenge.
Goblok ya, goblok.
Threads one in. Oh, good take and a good air. Goes for a shot! And he hits the net.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Neymar. Great vision. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's been decent chance. He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy. He's had a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
Indonesia look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back? Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, red, nice interception. Marquinhos is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Hakimi, now can they get him away? Spread neatly. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Four added minutes on the board. Pass somewhat off target. And time is up. Indonesia can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action. With so many teams now playing just one up. And a header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Probing pass. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And it's Bellingham. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to soak. And Batistuta! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kimmich. Indonesia leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. That's Rudiger. Howson. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Good ball, good take. Xavi Alonso. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Oh, good climb. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Hazard. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Belling. McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's going to be disappointed with that.
Cagliari really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Scholes. Driving forward. Oh, red, nice interception. Yamal aims beyond the defence. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Batistuta. Well read, and the danger is averted. Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Alexander-Arnold. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Alvarez. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard picks it up out wide, and he welcomes it in. Rudiger getting this one clear. And this is Hazard. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Indonesia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. De Ligt. Xavi Alonso. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Batistuta. Knocks it out wide. Azar. Oh, this looks sharp. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Not the most accurate pass.
Yeah.
That's a little off target. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Alexander-Arnold. This is a promising build-up. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Alvarez. Looking to play him in. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Indonesia coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Indonesia leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Indonesia can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal.
That was lovely, that.
Delivered. He's had a shot! Xavi Alonso. Vardiol. Now he's got space here. And he was quick to react. Kimmich. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Good claim. No margin for error there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Drogba. Azar. Ball's played through. Dink through. Neuer claims comfortably.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Drogba! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Indonesia choosing to make the first change. Wirtz coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Xabi Alonso does well to get it back. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Mendes is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Wirtz. Wirtz. Good purposeful running this.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Numero 21. Lascia il campo per il numero 11. Neymar.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
McAllister is always looking to break lines. Can he spark a counter here? Hazard, great vision. Oh, super ball. Here comes the cross. That's a decent clearance.
Cagliari really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Kimmich. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Wirtz. He's in plenty of space here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And it's hoisted clear. Just eases him off the ball. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good ball out wide. Can he get it through? I think we're just about done here. He's got away. It's Alonso! He's done very well to get to that.
Xabi Alonso clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Numero 15.
It's their second corner of the game.
Numero 19. Lasciano il
That
campo
is
per il numero
Stuta!
16. Il
That
numero
was
20.
superb
Attenzione, la
goalkeeping.
sostituzione.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Messi. Threads one in.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Il quarto uomo indica
2 minutes to be added on. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's quick to return it. Goes for a shot! Guardiola clears it away. And that's it. Indonesia have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Batistuta claiming the... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are
Everyone,
heating up,
please welcome
and we'll be
our
getting
players.
underway very soon. So we're up and running. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted...
It's Couch! Oh, he's been caught on it! Has another go! Not a bad try by any means. That should get the job done. Mavropanos. That's a good ball out wide. Counts, gets into a good position. Hangs one in. Impressive jump. It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Indonesia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Juke. Played out towards the right wing. Vitz.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's been slit through. That's the keeper's ball. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Messi. Lovely feet. Pinches it off him. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Driving on and making good progress. Threads one in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Messi. Great chance! Goal! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Indonesia restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Couch. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Diouf. Vitz. And he's being shifted off it.
Borussia Dortmund really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Couch, never the sort to be shot shy. Torres providing an outlet on that flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and the counter is on. McAllister. Oh, that's fabulous. McAllister! That's another chance. And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Lionel Messi!
And yes, it's him again.
Lionel Messi!
Indonesia with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And this is Scholes. Wits. Now, what about a counter-attack? And Guardiol. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mavropanos. Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So there was the first half.
Well, I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Counts. Kukcu. And here's Azar. Messi on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him, the way he's been playing.
And the shot! And a neat finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
17, Gabriel Batistuta!
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Guardiol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Scholes. Scholes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Knocks it out wide. Wits tries across. And that's the keeper's ball.
Indonesia clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And he welcomes it in. Batistuta! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Indonesia visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Rudiger. And it's Wirtz. Batistuta. He is being harried and hassled.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Shifted it to the flank.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Silvestre gets over and intercepts. That's a little off target. Wirtz. Wirtz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Beckham. And it's Fernando Torres. And he plays one through. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. And he shoots! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Is number 7.
Mavropanos.
Substitution in progress.
It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, good take in a good area. Tries to get it clear. Batistuta. 75 minutes played. Saka.
Such good technique.
Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It scores! De Ligt. Rudiger. To McAllister. Knocks it into space. Big chance! Looking for the run. McAllister. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Hazard. Guardiola charging forward, the ball at his feet. Counts. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 6, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field is
Indonesia
number
have,
2,
after this,
Rice.
one further opportunity to make a substitution. Spread it left. Can he get it through? Ball in towards the middle. Keeper has taken decisive action. Not the most convincing of passes. Counts. Beckham. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Can they get him away? Can he finish? And somehow he kept it out. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Raul. McAllister. Now it's Batistuta. Saka. And it's Beckham. And that will be it. Indonesia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win.